Here is the UI of the query interface. So you can list all the cameras that we have. You select one camera, it will display a bunch of preview frames from that particular camera. You can see the frame number and you can see the timestamp of each frame. You can choose different cameras and see how they look like. After you are ready for the query, you select query parameters. First, frame skip, how many frames you want to skip per queried frame. You can choose a bunch of numbers, so let's say 10. Then you choose a query class. Then, for example, you choose a car versus a bus. Then once you are ready, the query button here summarizes the parameters for that query. You click the query button. The query will start. So, as query goes on, you can see the query progress. This window shows that how is query doing on different subdivisions. Here we divide the whole query time range into 10 smaller ranges, and we provide aggregation statistics on every small time range. In each column, you can see the number of frames being processed on camera in each passes, because we process frames on camera in multiple passes. The positive frames for each window and the frames being uploaded. You can also see the results as query goes on. So the table here shows top frame, positive frames as being returned by the query execution. You can see here. And the frames here on the bottom previews the top 5 frames. You can choose individual frame here to view its details. You can select different frames. So you can choose specific window and only view frames, positive frames from that particular window. Right? By zooming in that particular window, you can change that. Right? And of course, you can change the selection of the frame here. We also provide resource monitors to monitor how resources being utilized online. The plot here shows the positive frames per second being discovered by the query execution, the number of frames being processed by cloud per second, and the frames being processed by camera per second, the amount of traffic the camera is uploading to the cloud, and the camera memory usage. To view query result, we provide this plot. So this plot, similarly, it breaks down the whole time range into a bunch of smaller time windows. You can choose one particular time window. So the height of the bar shows how many frames are identified as positive from that time window. The color of the bar represents the highest confidence score from that particular time window. The darker the green color is, the higher confidence score you will have for that particular time window. So in this example, apparently the frame from this particular window does not have to very high confidence. You can change you can control the query execution by select one window and either increase its priority or decrease its priority. When you click promotion here, it will raise the priority of that particular time window so that the system will focus on processing frames from that window only while deferring all other frames. As you can see, this window makes very fast progress while frames in other windows become held, which means they will only be processed after window 1 is finished. You can do similar thing. You can do demote, which means you can select one window and you can just defer processing later.